Hello, and welcome to this collective and timeless reading. This is Eastar Tarot, and today we're going to be doing a reading to see what messages our ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels would like to deliver to us. So we'll see what we got on the docket today. Sometimes I ask a question, but I like to keep things open because sometimes it's something you're not expecting. You don't know to ask the question for, so we'll just see. Well, I guess I like to keep it flexible. All right, here we go. Four of Cups, withdraw. Okay. Let's get some more here. Okay, these two. Eight of Cups. All right. Relinquish. We got withdraw and relinquish. Oh, and Seven of Cups. A lot. They're all cups today. That's crazy. There's some big emotions going on here. Illusions. Yeah, a lot of contemplation happening. Here we got one more. I picked it up and sometimes there's a card left there and I take that as a sign, and we got Queen of Cups. These cards are shuffled, I swear. It's just so funny. We got a lot of high emotion going on. Any more? Okay, that's it. So we've got reflective. Man, this is so much, you know, sitting in quiet and thinking about your emotions and things going on in your life. Like we've got withdraw, relinquish, illusions, and reflective. All internal contemplation. So yeah, we got some things happening here for you. So you are being called to withdraw and maybe be a little bit of a hermit right now, because I think that's what you need, because you do have some things you've got to release. Sometimes we have to take a moment. We have to take a breath when we're facing something difficult. You know, we can't always be showing our face to the world and putting on a mask and trying to appear as we always do to everybody. We can't always be holding... what am I trying to say here? We can't always be wearing a certain face for the world. Like, we have to take it off sometimes and try to be our true selves. And sometimes that involves a little isolation. Sometimes it involves withdrawal from people, right? Like this guy here. He wants to talk to you with this cup, but you've got to have a moment of quiet. You have to take a moment to contemplate the cups, because you're thinking of leaving some cups behind, right? The Eight of Cups is all about going on a journey away from something, right? Leaving something behind. And he's leaving, it's interesting, there's 4 cups here, and he's leaving 5 cups behind, and he's got 3 cups he's looking at in the distance in the stars. But there's also the 7 of Cups here. We have illusions, right? You know, and it's the chasing the cups here that's causing him to be in chaos, right? You might be trying to chase too many cups, right? When I say cups, I mean, you know, emotional fulfillment. Like, you got to make sure before you go on this journey that you're chasing the right cups. And that's why the Queen of Cups is here. Queen of Cups wants you to reflect, and she's holding a baby too, right? And I take that as your inner child. So she's trying to nurture herself. There's a lot of nurturing here where you have to really give yourself, you know, self-care while you're going through this difficult time. Because this is tricky right here. You're really at a precipice. You're going on a new journey, and you want to make sure your heart and your mind, your spirit, it's all aligned, and you're going after what you really want. So we're going to get some more cards here. Yeah, Zodiac Moon. Since we got a lot of water going on, let's get some moon cards. The moon controls the tides, right? Oh, gosh. So violent. Like my hand was smacked. Change of heart, reevaluation. Again, yeah, because you have to reflect. You have to make sure this is what you want. Is this going to make you feel fulfilled and happy? Let's see what else is here. Collaboration, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. Eclipse in Aries, yeah, because Aries is all about, the person, the I, the personality, the, kind of self-interest, right? A little bit like Leo. But it's when it's eclipsed is when we sort of realized how we have to bring the individual to the community and work as a community, right? Because we can't always do things all on our own. And I think maybe you've been going on a very isolated journey for a long time. Yeah. Like you've kind of refused the help and have been going on like a spiritual journey on your own. And while that is good, and we do learn a lot, sometimes it does, we can't always see our own pitfalls, right? Because he's almost like falling into a pitfall here. Yeah. It's funny. Aries is the first house, Taurus is the second house. And actually, these cards are right after the other, too. Look, we got 26 and 25. See? So there's definitely something going on here where you're having a change of heart and realizing maybe you need people, or you can work with people. Maybe you thought you had to always go it alone. And, that's partly a wound in your heart that's making you think that way, that you have to be on your own, or you have to do everything on your own, or you can only trust yourself. So, and it could be an inner child wound, right? Where maybe you weren't given, love. Maybe you have a kind of a bad attachment style and you find it hard to work with other people, talk to other people, be with other people. And it's always been a struggle for you. But now it's like things are changing, things are shifting, and there might be an experience coming in that teaches you that, hey, maybe I can have others in my life. Maybe something can come of letting others in. And the crystal we have today is strawberry quartz. And there's something very soothing about strawberry quartz. It's like letting in joy, and we have the dolphin here. Dolphins are all about joy as well. So, and people can bring us joy, right? They can bring us, new perspectives, new awareness. So we don't always want to push them aside, because they aren't necessarily going to be a hindrance to us. And we got 2 eclipses here, so it's like big changes in your perspective and your thinking are what's required here. Now let's get oops. Gotta balance all these card boxes. Now we're gonna take a Land Sky Oracle deck card. Part of the problem is I put them so far away. Here we go. There. Now they're within reach. Maybe that's the message as well. Maybe you've kind of kept things at arm's length, people at arm's length, but you're going to bring them closer together now. Okay. Buddha. Okay. Grace. 48. Yeah, maybe you need to give others grace. And yourself grace as well. I feel like you're not going to like hearing this. I feel like you're kind of resistant to this. Because, it's hard when people have hurt us for us to think well of other people. Because it's almost like it changes our brain chemistry, and we start perceiving people as threats. And it's very hard to unwind that thinking, to like even just get those neurons to stop firing in that way, right? Yeah. Buddha, be like the Buddha. He kind of lets things wash over him. But they say if you hit the Buddha 3 times, he'll strike you back. So maybe it's something about boundaries there. Like you can have people in when you know your boundaries and you can maintain them. Yeah. But there's an elegance to Buddha, right? And he's very peaceful. Yeah. He has this inner calm. That's why he can handle people. It's because he's always calling on that aspect of himself to never let other people get to him. Right? It's easier said than done, right? Yeah. He was kind of about the middle way. Right? And your life, Buddha, he talks about your life as though it's a garden that, it calls for sunlight, nourishment, and water to grow. So maybe you kind of, and look, we have sunflowers here. Big field of sunflowers. It's like you're seeing that you do need people to grow, to change, to evolve, to feel nourished and loved and thrive. But you are a bit resistant to it. Yeah. You got to seek balance in your life. What does balance look like to you? And how much are you letting the drama of life get to you? How much is it inhibiting your ability to have, flourishing relationships and to work with others, to collaborate with others, if you are always seeing a threat in other people? You can't ever build things together, right? Think about the lotus that grows out of the muck, right? And the affirmation for this card is I let go of all attachments and feel an open space inside. So there is a call to release your attachments to other people, to what's keeping you burdened. And that doesn't mean you let go of the people. It means you let go of their influence on you, the way that you are attached to them, the way that you let them stir you up to affect you. Right? It's like practicing non-attachment is just letting things be as they are and not assigning emotions and more meaning to it than it is. You just kind of let it be as it is. Right? Okay, I want a butterfly card, I think. See what butterflies have to say. Yeah, what do you have to change to become more Buddha-like? Windfall. So maybe the change is going to come in for you. Yeah, like maybe you actually are going to meet someone that's going to really change your mind. Not that you're going to have to force everything. I think you might be you have to be prepared to change your heart, because of course emotions. It's going to affect your emotions a lot, this big change. Or maybe it's that when you do that, kind of shift your heart a bit, this is going to cause a huge shift in your life. Like you're going to see everything open up for you once you let these things go. Let the things that are bothering you, that are holding you prisoner, essentially, because our attachments are like, like chains, right? Think of the devil card with the 2 people who are in chains. They can free themselves, but they have attachment to each other, and so they can't let go, right? This is all about your emotions, this whole reading. Yeah. it's not about being dissociated or disengaged. It's about trying to see it from a higher perspective, to see it as though, it doesn't affect you, even though it is. And you don't have to be dishonest with yourself. If it bothers you, it bothers you, but there's power in letting go and just letting it be as it is and say, you know what? That sucks and that's how it is, but I'm not going to let it drag me down. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to take a Yule card for her. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Get any more clarity to this reading? Gently put the cards out. No roughness. Silent night. Yeah. Sometimes we can really enjoy the quiet and the silence, but do we want it to be silent always, right? But also, so, we kind of have to let other people in if we want to have them, we want to have some noise in our life, I guess, but I think I want that there, actually. I like it when it's at the side. It's okay to need quiet and silence. I think maybe you're just finding the balance of what you can handle with people and still have people in your life. Candle magic. Like the spell spilling from your grip. Finger the spine and caress thy lips, like the spell spilling from your grip. It's very interesting. Because we got Silent Night and Candle Magic. Maybe you're going to do a little bit of, maybe you kind of do spells and things like that, and you just feel like other people don't understand you, or you experience this kind of magic in life that it feels like other people can't be a part of. And so you kind of keep yourself in the quiet and dark. And that's okay. Like, it's okay if you want to live an individual life. Like, you don't have to live like everybody else lives and go out all the time or be this party person. Can't fit my candles in. I guess they go up here. Yeah, that's all right. So I think for you, it's like you need that quiet in order to feel attached to something spiritual, or connected, to something spiritual. Like you need that time in nature, those quiet moments to yourself, in order to reconnect with yourself as well, to hear yourself clearly, to know what's illusion in your life and what is truth. Yeah. But also you get the best insights when you give yourself time to think and to have the quiet. I think you should give yourself some quiet right now. I think this reading is calling for that, because I think you do have a lot to process. You don't have to force yourself to be around other people. It's just that, remember that other people can bring us good things, joyful things in our life, and they can even help us with our problems. But I think also you got to be okay with it as well. Maybe you struggle with it a bit. Like, maybe you feel weird being alone a lot, or it's like you like it but you feel guilty for it. Yeah. Or like not even quite guilty, like you feel like, is there something wrong with me or something like that? But there's nothing wrong with you at all. You're just trying to tune into your own frequency, because when we hang around other people, everything gets really jumbled. Other people have like all this other stuff going on, especially when we're sensitive types. We can pick up on all of that and it can really throw us off. I know I'm like that. I can get really thrown off by other people. If I'm around crowds for too long, it's like I'm buzzed or I just can't think straight and I gotta get out of there. So, and maybe there's this emotional awakening happening here with you. And it's going to cause, like with windfall here, windfall is always like this big change with often positive effects. Like there's a windfall of positive things coming in. And I think that's coming from you really understanding your emotions, giving them the space to move through you. And yeah, it's giving you inner peace like Buddha here to do that. I think you're really mastering that and understanding that about yourself. Understanding this, what is it? Know thyself. That's like a philosophical concept that you know the universe by knowing yourself. And I think you are really catching on to that and learning it's okay. Yeah, it's like illusions here is about you're seeing the illusions for what they are, that chasing after things isn't for you. And you're kind of starting your spiritual journey by letting go of those things. That's why you got the Queen of Cups here, because you're really mastering that side of yourself. You're seeing what's important to focus on. Not all this nonsense. You're seeing that's your time's better spent meditating, and it's not doing nothing. It's actually understanding yourself in a better way so that you can make the better moves in life that you need to. Yeah. This is gonna bring good positive change for you. So I think you're doing it right. And maybe you use candle magic as well. Like I think meditating while staring at a candle is very helpful. Like you got these candles here. And they're helpful. They kind of put me in a meditative state just looking at them. So, that could be helpful for you as well. There's something really nice and calming about being in a dark room with a candle. Like, not too dark because I get scared easy, but a dim room with the candle can be really, really relaxing. Yeah, I'm afraid of cat. I get scared. But I don't know where that comes from, but yeah, I think we're gonna get, let's see here. Okay, I do want an angel card, but I'm gonna also get a couple of leopard cards as well. Yeah, so what's going to come of all this quiet meditation? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because like Five of Pentacles is sometimes where it's the charity card, right? It's about receiving help. And, sometimes we're in a place where we're wounded and we feel like there's no one there for us. But other times this card can mean, there is going to be help for us coming in. And then we have Wheel of Fortune with it as well. So it's like definitely getting help coming in for this issue. Maybe it's going to help you see that you can rely on others for help. Whatever it is you're doing. Well, I think it's, if it's meditation, I think, or just, maybe it's counseling as well, because Queen of Cups can be like a counselor, right? Yeah. This is changing your fortune. You got Windfall and Wheel of Fortune. There's, good luck is coming in for you. Big luck. And we got Lovers on the bottom. Yeah. So there's something good here. There's definitely there's help for you that's coming in. And I think it's going to come in the form of another person who's going to show you that it's okay to rely on others. And others can be, trusted. You can trust other people. So I think your trust was shaken a bit. And that's part of why you isolate a lot more. But it's not a bad thing to isolate. I want to be clear about that. It's not a bad thing. it's just that, you know, at a certain point we got to rejoin the world. And also, you know, other people can bring us positive things, right? They don't always bring us bad things, even though sometimes it feels that way, especially if we lived a long life where it was just one thing after another. Like, we can feel like people aren't, we can almost develop a belief that people aren't good, or there's always threats out there, or, you know, it's our trust is broken, right? But your luck is changing. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. And there's gonna be aid for you here. So don't give up hope. It's gonna be okay. I feel kind of like a sadness. This like a but a hopeful sadness. It's weird. It's like relief, but you know, it's been so long that it's like you cry about it. I don't know. Feeling deep emotions here. Like, there's just this deep sadness, but there's going to be relief coming, and it's like a happy cry energy to this. Like, you'll be so relieved that you cry. All is well. Yeah. That came out so gently. I'm going to just take this one. Yeah, all is well. The universe is working in your favor, and your angels are really helping you out here. Look at them, like they're spreading magic for you, around you, protection, and they're like bringing in helpers in the form of people that can be at your side and show you that life can be beautiful and magical. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to be. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Yeah, hidden blessings. So maybe it's not obvious yet, but these blessings are coming in for you. Like, there's so much positivity here. You got windfall, all is well, wheel of fortune. Your luck is changing, and it's like, I think it just takes time for the blessings to work. When you ask for help, and when you pray, and when you are ready to receive it as well, because sometimes we're not ready to receive, right? And they won't bring, you know, our guides won't bring us blessings unless we're ready for it, or the timing is right, or we'll be able to receive it, because sometimes we don't know how to receive, right? And they're not going to bring us something that we're going to, you know, turn away from, right? So maybe that's what also reflective is about. You're understanding your role in things to bring it. It's so funny. I was contemplating it, and then it, like, is this the card? And then it came out and fell off. So it was definitely the card. Oh, kind of gave me chills almost the way that card came out. Like, it was like, I don't know, like another being took it out. Angel therapy, Archangel Raphael. Yeah, Raphael is so good for heart healing. Give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. Oh, I want to cry. This is beautiful. Yes, they want to help you. The angels are trying to help you. Let them help you. And let them hug you too. Like, let their energy be around you and surround you, because they're the most loving beings. And they feel it all. They feel our suffering. They feel our hurts and our tears, and they just want to make it better for us. But they have to do it in the right way. They're not going to interfere with our free will, and they're not going to do things, like, they're not going to do it all for us. They want to help us get there by our own means, but they act through us to help us get there. Or I should say through others a lot of times. So yeah, let yourself receive the help. Yeah. And ask for help. Always ask, because they can't do things without permission, right? Got that light black in it. I'll just put my hand there so you can see it. Yeah, you know it's there. But it's funny how the light's on it though. You got 3 lights there, eh? It's like You got 3 guardian angels. It's mysterious. The world is mysterious, isn't it? And we forget that it is because we see our struggles and we think, life's a certain way. It's struggle and it's pain and it's hurt, but without the pain, we wouldn't see the magic of the help, of the miracle, right? So that's kind of why we got to go through the wheel, right? We go through parts of the wheel are suffering, and then when we come to the good part of the wheel, it's like we really feel it, right? So when you receive good things, you will really know it. You'll really feel it, and you'll know how to appreciate it and hold it, hold that vibration, because it's going to feel so different and so healing to you. But again, ask your angels to help you. Ask them, say, if you're really sad, ask them to be with you or to hold you or to hug you or to help you get through this moment. Or, you can even, there's like prayers you can do to certain angels. The archangels are great for help. Archangel Michael helps with cord cutting. If you have attachments, energetic cords with people, Raphael is very good for healing your heart. And I'm really feeling Raphael with this card here. That green color is associated with Raphael, but he's also got this pink scarf here, right? And that's like the higher heart. The higher heart is pink, and the I don't want to say lower heart because it's not like it's lower or worse or anything, but it's just like the typical heart chakra that we think of is green, but above that is another heart chakra, which is the higher heart, and it's pink. So those two colors together. Maybe you're resonating with those colors right now. Maybe wear green, because that can strengthen your heart chakra as well, especially if you're going through a rough time right now. I think that would be really helpful for you. Green crystals as well. Yeah. Just and the color green might appear to you in funny ways, so just keep an eye out for signs as well. I'm hearing that as well. Yeah. And just let them be with you. Let them help you. They can be your strength. It's like that it's like that poem or that thing you always see where it's like I think it's about God, but it could be said for angels as well, where it's like the 2 footsteps were walking down the beach where they were always with you because they were the other set of footsteps beside you. But then other times the footsteps are gone and they're like, well, you weren't with me. But then they say, well, that's when I carried you. That's why there was only one set of footsteps. So think of that they can carry you through the rough times, and they do carry you. They do help you in so many ways. Like there's so many moments we don't realize that we were saved by an angel. We didn't even see it or know it because nothing bad happened, but they prevented it. Like today, I was walking down the street and there was a car that came out from behind a building in such a way that I wouldn't have seen it at all. Like if I had been a couple of seconds further, I would have been hit by that car so dead on, but I was kept back. And I just think like, angels were making sure that I was at the right pace to not be hit by that car, and but we don't think of that. We don't think of like all the times where we didn't fall down or like there's so many times where we catch ourselves falling or like we see our shoelace untied, we catch it and we tie it. Or like there's just all these little things where we will notice something and we'll get ourselves out of the way, but it's almost like an angel's tapping on our shoulder making us notice. And thank them for their help. Because but I mean, they're not looking for credit either. That's the thing. Like they don't even care. I mean, they care about you, but they don't care about receiving credit or things like that. But it is nice to be thanked, isn't it? For your work. So yeah, don't stress about that too much, but I just want you to be aware that they're there for you and they're helping you. So don't forget it. Especially in the sad moments, the hard moments, try to remember that they're helping you. And they're there with you always. So, yeah. All right, things have gone quiet, so I think that's the end of the reading. Yeah, make sure you're loving yourself as well. They wanted me just say that. Make sure you give yourself some love. Give yourself a little bit of TLC and self-care. Maybe just treat yourself a little bit. Do something fun for yourself, like have a fun movie night or something, or get some treats, or like just do something that's fun for you, you know, like that feels like a little, like spoil yourself a little bit for a night or something, like just to make yourself feel a little happy again, because they're worried you're feeling a little too sad, or like it's okay to feel your emotions, but like, you know, you've been a little down in the dumps and they just want you to cheer yourself up. Yeah. Give yourself a little bit of fun. Yeah. Who doesn't love fun? And that'll help a lot. Yeah, because you've been working hard at things and maybe stressing a lot about things, and you know, it's not good to keep our brains even in that state for too long. So just make sure you're feeling joy again. Joy and love. And fun, especially fun. Just have a little bit of fun, a little joy. I think you'll notice a difference. And a good night's rest as well. Sleep is very important. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to continue seeing videos. And leave a comment as well if this resonated. I like to hear about you guys and what you're resonating with. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. All right. Take care of yourselves.